about ready to get it on the peel. Here we're using the Gozney peel. And I didn't use a ton of flour, and that's because I don't want too much flour on the bottom of the pizza dough or around the crust for two reasons. One, if you have too much flour underneath the pizza, it's all gonna burn in the Gozney. So that's the first reason why we wanna make sure that there's not too much flour. And if there's too much around the crust, then it won't char when it's in the Roccbox getting cooked. So this looks great. You also want to make sure that you have enough flour to be able to scoop the peel. Scoop the pizza onto the peel. And if you need more flour, you can always just put some right along the edge like that. And so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to keep getting it. You can shake it a little bit to get some of the excess flour off, but that is about it. It's sliding around, so it's good to go. All right, so now we've got our pizza. It's right here on our peel, still moving, good sign. Our oven is at about 800 degrees, so that's perfect. And I typically turn the flame down to low when I first put in the pizza because I don't want it to cook too quickly. So here we're gonna go ahead and launch it. Right. And now we're gonna let it sit there, depending on the heat and just the situation of the oven, but for around like 15 to 20 seconds, sometimes less if it's really hot in there. And you really just want to keep an eye on that crust that's in the back, and as it lifts and it looks like it's good to be flipped around, I'm gonna go ahead, put my peel under the pizza and flip it. And I'm gonna flip it all the way around. And then you can see the crust is looking good. It's got some leoparding going, but it's not burnt. So you wanna look out for a burnt rim when it's warm in there, when it's hot. Okay, so now we'll watch it again, and it looks like that other side has now risen, and I could probably turn it again, and this time turn it just about a quarter of the way, so that one part of the crust that hasn't been hit yet can now be exposed to the flame. And so it's been on low this whole time, but what I'm going to do now is turn up the flame so that we can cook the top of the crust adequately and get some charring. So far the bottom looks like it's been cooked, so now we're just going to focus on getting the charring around the top of the pizza. So these bubbles right here are what we're looking for. We want the whole crust to really look like that. We don't want it to get burnt though to where it looks just completely black. You're really looking for those black bubbles. I'm pretty much always consistently looking at the bottom of the pizza too to make sure that it's not getting too burnt. But right now it looks like we are about ready. And so we can take it out. And we've got our pizza. Cheese pizza.